Shit. What up there, anime and manga communities? This is your boy Chday, or Chday, whatever the hell you want to call me. And today, I'm going to talk about Bleach, chapter 598. Now, this week's chapter of Bleach, I liked it. It wasn't a bad chapter at all. Like, I felt a sense of excitement, especially with that Senju Maru. Senju Maru is nice. Like, I kind of like her. Like, she cool. She cool with me. We cool. Anyway, so the chapter starts off with oh, by the way, before I get into this chapter, I just want to go ahead and say my camera's still messing up. So if there's any desync, I'm sorry. Just go ahead and try and pay attention. Excuse me. Try and pay attention to just my voice and, you know, all that goodness. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get into the chapter. So the chapter starts off with Ganju appearing. And he's like, yo, let me come with you. And then there's like this comedy moment where Ichigo just keeps going through these reasons on why Ganju would want to come with him. He's like, do you want to get laid? And he's like, these stupid reasons. And Ganju's like, no. And he's like, he mentions how his sister is the one who sends the Zero Squad up and back to the Soul Society and all that. Or back up to the, Royal Palace. And he mentions how the Zero Squad gives him a map to get to the freaking Royal Palace. So Ichigo's like, Ganju, you do realize that this ain't no game. This is serious business right now. Like, it's going down. Like, we might not come back. And Ganju's like, yeah, of course I know. Let's do this. And Ichigo's like, all right. So they launch their way back up to the Royal Palace, where Orihime gets all sentimental. Like, even I thought about it. It's like, man, this kind of reminds me of old times when we were in the Soul Society arc. I swear to God, that'll always be the best arc of Bleach ever. Like, you cannot beat the Soul. Yo, Bankai. That was back when Bankai meant something. When Bankai had like this feeling, like. Is it just me or what happened to the feelings of certain shonen? Like, Naruto's feeling changed and Bleach's feeling changed. Bleach back in the day had a different feel to it. Like, I don't know. It felt different. And I can't put my finger on what was the difference, but Bleach back in the day was... Anyways. So Orihime is reminiscing about, how they all came back, how they did the whole Soul Society thing, and mentions how Uryu isn't there with him, and she wonders if he'll ever come back. And then Ichigo does some Naruto type stuff and says, "Oh well, I'm gonna bring him back no matter what. Even if I have to beat him up to bring him back." Cause like, dude, Kubo, you do not steal. Don't start copying Kishi now. Like, don't. Like, I don't care how good Naruto money looks. Kishi, no, that's like cheating off of the dumb kid in class. Anyways. So Ichigo makes that promise to bring Uryu back no matter what, and then we go back over to the Royal Palace where Senju Maru is facing off against the Wind guy, the two-tongued nutcase nigga, who looks like he's from freaking special ed. So this dude speaks with like some freaking speech impediment, so everything, because his tongue is constantly out like this, but not like that. So he's talking about how his ability works, and basically it's what I said it was last week, where the wind around him causes the ability, the person's attack to move away. And as long as he can see his opponent, that's how it works, right? So he has to be able to see you to be able to do that. So then Senjumaru's like, oh, so you can't, as long as you can't see me, it'll work. Okay. So then she has her soldiers attack him from the back. He's like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I meant to mention, I'm not very eloquent. You can't hit me no matter what, because his robes, from what I can tell, are extremely hard. And I think it's the wind too. Like the wind, like I don't feel like I understood completely the scope of his ability when I was reading it, to be honest with you. I feel like I might have missed something, and because it was hard for me to understand with all the fucking bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But I think I pretty much got the gist. Is his robes are made of like a harder steel of some sort, so that even if he can't see his enemies, he still can't be hit. And then he can use the wind, of course, as an offensive measure. And as he's doing that, he's like, yeah, you still can't beat me. And Senjumaru was like, when did I ever say those guys were the enemies that were going to attack you from behind? The unseen enemies. So basically what she did was she used one of her 1,000 hands to quickly change the fabrics of his coat to her fabrics, which from what I could tell were like all these freaking spikes just coming through his body, which Senjumaru was clean. That, I found that impressive. I like that. That was cool. Now, I just want to go ahead and say this. This is like an off-topic Bleach note, but I just want to go ahead and say, why in the hell in anime and manga do dudes tell people their abilities? Anybody? Am I the only one who wonders said, like, I'm gonna do a separate video on that. But am I the only one who notices that? Like, during a fight, he's like, oh, well, my ability is I can see into the future every second. Like, if I was in a fight, like an anime manga fight, right? I wouldn't tell the nigga. I'd be like, nah, you good. You infer that. Why are you telling the enemy what you can do? It just makes no sense. Like, I don't even understand it. And the funny thing is that's how like an author could easily do narration for that. Like, oh, his ability is this, so that the reader could understand. Like that's easy. Summed it up like that. It's just, it makes no sense. Like, and this chapter made me think of it. Like, why the fuck are you telling her your ability? I had to stop and think about that real quick. It was just funny to think about. Anyways, either way it goes, that'll be my Let's Talk for Bleach this week. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out now. This is your boy chdeaaanime signing out. Please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do everything to help Black Butt thrive. And I will catch you on the flip. It has been golden. Peace out, anime and manga communities.